Hey everyone, so I have the February releases for Everyday Explorers and I'm going to be working with all of them, so I'm excited to share with you the new releases. They have lots of possibilities and I've done one digital project already, and for this video I'm going to do a storyline chapters project. So let me show you the stamps. This one is called Right Now. So it has currently, at the moment, some journaling lines and then another script phrase. So a total of 3 script phrases. And then a bunch of prompts to help you with your journaling and tell your stories. So then the next one is Crafty Life, and this is all about DIY, scrapbooking, any type of creative project that you might have that you want to document. So I made this myself. Daily practice, oops, messed up, post craft sesh mess, and I made something today, and then handmade one of a kind, and then you can sign it. So that's pretty cool. And then this one is Life Right Now. So lots of great Project Life prompts. So you have just an ordinary day, what life looks like around here. Here's a typical everyday moment. So lots of great phrases to document Project Life or any type of everyday storytelling. And then this is a fun one called Markup, and it has lots of circles and arrows and brush marks. It's just a really cool, versatile stamp set, and I'm super excited to have it. So those are the 4 stamp sets. There's lots of possibilities with these. And so for this project, I am going to do, like I said, a storyline chapters project. I am going to do a rainbow of stamping with these stamp sets to document my creative space. I tend to document my creative space at the beginning of the year at least one time, and then maybe one other time during the year. So I am going to switch over to VoiceOver, and then I can get started on putting this together.
All right, I am so excited to make this rainbow. It was one of those ideas that I think came to me in the middle of the night where I was like, what can I do with this stamp set to really document my creative life? And it was to make a rainbow and document my creative space. So right now I'm just lightly drawing some lines because I want a diagonal rainbow, and then I'm going to leave some white space towards the bottom. I'm also going to mark where the photo is going to be. That way I don't have to stamp in that area and it makes less work for me. So I'm going to start with red, and what I found is that depending on the archival ink that you have, the best ink that I found was the Ali Edwards ink and the Close to My Heart inks. Those ones I did not have to press as hard. So just a little FYI. So I am just randomly stamping in this section for red, and then I will slowly go into orange. And in the red section, I added making, all the ideas in my happy place, and then I will move on to orange. And in orange, I did peace, quiet, and crafts, try this sometimes, and daily practice. I also added in that cool brush stroke stamp. That's what I think of it as, the one in the far left corner. And then I love that big chunky arrow. The markup set is just going to be so versatile. And as you can see, I was using an archival ink, so I had to actually stamp it twice so that way it would work better. And then I am finishing up with the orange, and then I'm going to grab some yellow, and I'm going to start on the yellow section. And knowing where I had my photo was really helpful. Otherwise, I might have been stamping for days. I took the orange stamp and I turned it straight up and down, and so I stamped up in the top corner. Not sure if that was great or not, but I went with it. And there's also in the markup a little scribbly square, and I really liked that. And right here you can see I had to fussy cut stamp and then fussy cut a typical day because my yellow ink was just not working. Like I said, some of the archival inks just did not work for the storyline chapters paper. And now I am moving into the green section, my favorite section. Green is my favorite color, but I wound up not leaving much room for green, but that's okay. This is where I use the Close to My Heart stamp inks, and I wound up stamping all the colors, busy making things, and then the prompt loving, and then a bunch of arrows in different colors of green. Also added up at the top on the right hand side some more yellow. That way I could continue that band of yellow. And then I have a green brush stroke up there, and then one of those scribbly squares. And then I'm gonna start on blue in just a minute. Over in the top right corner, I put that busy making things. And then another thing that I put for all the colors was that little, I wanna say star or starburst, but it's the one with the 4 lines. I say starburst, but I put that in all the different colors. And I just, when I'm stamping the arrows, I just turn them so I can get a different orientation. So I stamped this YouTube Crafty inspiration totally inside my picture line, so it's not going to come out when I put the photo down. I'm now moving into blue and teal, and I am just stamping, you know, the scribbly circle and then some arrows as well. I could have probably turned some of the blue arrows, but just to give it some different direction, but I didn't, and that's okay. So down in the bottom left corner on the left side, I'm starting on purple, and I did current project and then projects to share over on the right side. I also got out that scribbly mark. I probably could have done that in a few other sections. I think I did it in yellow, but you can't see yellow as much. And then I'm just stamping a few different arrows, and then I will move on to pink. Pink, I did oops, messed this up, working on, and some big brush strokes right there. And then I did one, I was going to do another one on the left side, but it wound up being covered. Then I did another chunky arrow, and then I am going to work on stamping some black phrases, because I knew that if I stamped some phrases in black, they would really pop, and that's what I wanted to finish off this project. So I'm stamping project plan right now, let's get creative, and then a few arrows. And then I'm just using my eraser that I have to erase the lines, and overall they erased great. You couldn't even tell that I had a pencil there. Split my photo in half, or where I wanted to split it, and then I am adhering it down, and I leave a little bit of room by the binding or the crease just so it doesn't bend and warp when I close the book. Now I'm going to fussy cut out these little phrases, and then I'm going to adhere them down, and then I will be done with the spread. And oh my goodness, you guys, it was so much fun. I also was able to add a perfect journaling spot because of the stamp that had the lines, and so I'm just going to write a little blurb about how this photo was taken on the 1st of the year, and my husband gave me some free time. Best way to start the new year, definitely. Also pop dotted the right now and let's get creative. So just a few little phrases that really add some emphasis to this spread, and I just love it. I love this spread. It was so much fun to work with all the new releases. And then, like I said, I'm just going to journal a little something about having the me time and being thankful, and that will wrap up this spread. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how I'm using the stamps, and I hope you get yourself some February Everyday Explorers goodies. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.